ANAS numpo a sebi buru oye lawyer ni SIA journalist onim bibia broni beka as a fair reportage and responsible reportage the true intent and the motive of the story ne eba no kra no ne nchire mu no kame akoye se eno kra ka ho bi na manfo nya sa adwen no na ye frɛ bibi se spinning of a story ma nchire mu kakra spinning of the story ye se sebi buru enim sakama mu ye de ntoma tuntum na ye de ekwaye no hu so obi kufra ntoma tuntum na ntoma tuntum mu se ntoma tuntum ye frɛ anepa mesi de chese enipa yede ewo fi honya yi azu behwem no no front tuntum so bia no kosi here but what den tuntum na eye foundation no ana ode bibia yede atare so ti wan hwe omanfo na adwini na abayom sampa tuntum dia ofre tuntum ese yi yede aba ho azu aka mamu no si hina tuntum na yede esi.
There is a trial in the United States of America between a seasoned journalist, ANAS Aremeyao ANAS, and the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Agyapong. This matter has caused a lot of stir in the media. Obi can say Akosiha, Obi can say Akosia, Obi say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. In fact, ANAS Aremeyao team, can say ya award damages of $18 million. Almost support Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ANAS almost join home a sympathizer with Onon. So also say a case for mistrial or more apply for mistrial. Now the problem is mistrial no crano and any day. Mistrial no and on a day. So today we are going to look at mistrial in the light of the case of ANAS Aremeyao ANAS. We are looking at mistrial in light of the case of ANAS Aremeyao ANAS versus Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Na ye kobe nyina wonim se ye hia obi a onim mmra no te emrase no betimi akire yemu ameate ase. We have Mranimni lawyer Kwesi Kwati obeboaye ameyate mistrial ase. In fact obeboaye ameyate mistrial no in the context of Ghana. We are near the accord in the context of the US pursuant to the case of ANAS Aremeyao ANAS. Mini epeni me ma afa review.
Nyaminya.
Na yenka bi nhemu na wotwi. I think say in the year 2018 we had the background of the story. In the year 2018 say ANAS Aremeyao ANAS there some documentary bia or the Babontia popularly was titled as Number 12. Number 12 ne say 11 players and a warfield so into number 12 bi techira e bia wotwetwe homa e ma ne kofa nsem bebre e ma Ghana ye ball bosem no obi abedi hu adanse say from that time till now no say be ye ball bosem no kra no enhye dan gina abrane e ma trene ana apeni kwankyerefo a na oda GF Ghana Football Association ye wo 3 no e ma ne de ne kugina se ni bia ya toto na no. I think say recently in the case no ye the case no court abo asem negu ye Kwesi Nyantechi lawyer Kwesi Nyantechi asem na make bra asem ne bae no ye Kennedy Agyapong mounted a spirited defense in the matter. Say he doesn't believe in the credibility of ANAS Aremeyao ANAS. It reasons same bebre both in Ghana and madidi kupie amanone kra madadi Fred show so okay can same bebre. In fact, that time no kra Kennedy Agyapong say etifo ebekaya oyi video bi wo Madina your friend who watches the watchman ana o kire say ANAS Aremeyao ANAS ye kan ho asem no ANAS ono no e kan kofo ho asem no mpo no. It is a clear case say ono amu na nkasa enye credible. Who watches the watchman ono na dane ne ho watchman a no hwe obi a ono nso se wasokane a ato Ghana said the beya akro katasese any proye ebi enko inka bi nshim things in 2018 in and on and about June thereabout era Kennedy Agyapong ekupi the United States of America ewo ne residence maybe on one fee wato dan a ote ho a on one property in New Jersey. Emma I think say one of these Facebook conversations between Ono and one that the Fred case okeka nsem bia yera ANAS Aremeyao and the one Joshua or maintaining an action against him in the United States. May come at you for what you say case ni bi yera ANAS maintaining case ni bi another same ni bi echo court e Ghana and when nigina I think the obi a yellow obi a would get a clear indication say court na at the babonte no you get to know say the ruling didn't go in favor of ANAS but not trial on so koso e United States this week and I yate ababonte say from Tiger IPI, I'm having the statement over here. I think it's in due course. Now read it. Obayetia say we need judgment. Etia Yera Kennedy, a compreko Agyapong. Narrates of narrate of sermons are the coin. No demand there for $30 million. But court amani $18 million. Meaning a seminal angasa at saying.
Minya medase. Na mebo abaso e wo dwumadi a wodi. Now to the substantive issue. Me dey say okofa ba baby assembly dey ifre. Na mrenti no mensa and go into the facts of the matter again. Ne mo made ba ko a me pese me twe etiefo nyina adwen ba so ya de ba ko pe. Assembly ba ye no ye bekom say whether is a judgment or is a verdict of the court mze bekom. Emum enipa no bebre esusu say Eura ANAS odi kan de assembly kra ba Ghana court na sabi ebru Ghana court ye ne basa ana odi assembly kodan America court na de Agyapong woni ni pan bebre twhwem komo a sa na on monte ase
that is a perception in town.
Yes, because one mo enti ase no nyina koye se ensema ho kan se na Ghana got nya de enka no kre and very unfortunately ANAS no mpo a sabi ebru oye lawyer ni SIA journalist onim bibia broni beka as a fair reportage and responsible reportage the true intent and the motive of the story ne eba no kra no ne nchire mu no se bieburu ekame akoye se enokura ka ho bi na manfo anya sa adwen no na ye frɛ bibi se spinning of a story ma nchire mu kakra spinning of the story ye se bieburu ye nim saka mamu ye de ntoma tuntum na ye de ekwayi na wo hu so obi kufra ntoma tuntum na ntoma tuntum mo se ntoma tuntum ye frɛ anepa semasi de che se enipa ye de ewu fi ho nya yi azu behwem no no frɛ ntoma tuntum so bia no kosi here.
Okay.
But what ntoma tuntum na eye foundation no ana wo de bibia ye de atare so ti wa hwe o manfo na adwini na abayom sampa ntoma tuntum dia o frɛ tuntum ye se yi ye de aba ho azu aka mamu no se hina de tuntum na ye de esi na meka kosi se
ubube
yes
ubu ye be
meka kosi se ye ka emramu ene mramu nhyehyɛ ya broni beka se laws are territorial and ye ka se territorial oman bia wore territories Ghana man no ye oba bia Ghana man ye de epem na ye mra ye de adwuma no epem Ghana hanko a sa ba person na okọ American so laws within the confines of America,
the United States.
Mramu no ye beka se ebi kura no kwa de ebia within the jurisdiction of America enti ade a sebi eburu yatintim nkrata so Agyapong se mra wa ha bi kura beko America na nya mra ye de ewo ho na ye twe adwen se bibi so ye kura de a ukọ America kura ma ono mo system no mo practice federal system ono mo kura de states be 50 states and 51 states wa America no kura 50 states wa America no kura de ono mo kura no beko no na ebi wo ho a emra ewo bibi wrong wo Florida ebi a obeba Massachusetts no na bi a LGBT homes good
classical
example bebi wo mo gitum bebi so mo ye de mo nyintum enti at no point ana ade a sebi eburu Ghana mramu no yatintim se ebi a mra wo ha na a constitutes a ground or a constitutes an offense no obetima try no America na mbam say na ye dey na Ghana from you no mo any o masem ha no mo de call America.
That is an essential question.
Yes, then nipa Ghana from you no enti many o masem ha mo de call America. Ade ba ko say what here say sika say laws are territorial. They operate within the jurisdiction no. I just say when an offense takes place within the jurisdiction and within the boundaries of a certain country and I say one more akachia a home run ya de adwuma di Ghana for you no ko America na ba akokotwe second ba akoso a yenka njom so mo ya Ghana for ntia de o mo ba Ghana we de abidio masem America ni ba Ghana ha no tuka no wantu ni ye no de ka ko bo Ghana ni na Ghana ni se bitima ya de hamra na be de adwuma.
I think that there are few exceptions.
Yes, because the offense took place within the jurisdiction of Ghana. Mejitum say there are few exceptions because there were enfonso bia and the we are saying nyina jitum say enfonso a we are asase so bebia no enye ai ho de nyina yetimi try eno ebia bibi te say piracy bibi te say slavery paniary no money ade no ho de it doesn't matter where it occurs bebia osie bia wonu mutimi ye de country bia okoye na America ha Ghana kwa bitima achew e de wa face the judicial system because of international treaties no money ade wo ho a nyina agya tum say ade we de ukomukwa international they will tell you they are the juice cogent norms
juice cogent norms
no dey onu nyina agitum say we are seeing nyina no no dey enye but now we are limiting ourselves to the usual civil and criminal trials ewo oman no ebia no
meba o se wo ka civil and criminal kiremu kitu abi ansa na ba abekiremu de ntia Kennedy ohene Agyapong obi anim so free asen na ANAS areme ya so free krom ha mumie no ko wie ewo US court
the etia say civil simple civil no ye say yeti krom ha na bia kromafo no ana say nipa ewo krom ho no individual say wo ho no nipa mienu enya omo amo ntem asem tia omo ho na omo pese ye famra kwa so ye dey edie enti mimi no tu ye nya asem a ye de be court me no mienu bi asebia buru wa bagimi sika wantwia ana se bia eno ne asem no
because o ka asem a nipa bibiri hu ne say abama ne
abama ne no eno ya criminal no na just criminal no kra no ye wo enfunso bi wo ho a ana offenses bi wo a eno de ahyehyɛ say sanfunso we ana offenses wo yetia wo ho kra ende mu odu pa enti eno no aban ne begina nipa na wo de saa de na ye de edine na ye de achi ba ne se wo ku obi eno ye nka nche wo say several asem da bi enye nipa mienu entema ye de asem na say obi de obi ka obi ni obi ye nhyehyɛ bi na nkoyi ebi a contract bi ebi a oton asase bi hu
se ba bo so be ware no wanware na
o show ba bo so bo ware
breach of promise to marry
and they say eno de several
but criminal na yet say we wi obi ade
yes
okay
a criminal we wi obi ade ebi okotutu abo obi ohu o de car ko bo obi so ye wo normal be brave why no so constitution criminal say treason money ade
what try ban mu
yes what don't suffer by say ka ade bia o man na say no no hu say e ka o man no in a way no even though e can nipa dua bi no but the ka o man no o man hwe en say ntimi nka say no ye momuntem asem da bi seven no ye nipa mo amontem ayede asem amonkoka mo say no obi no ne mo ba criminal de a mo amontem asem I say biebu obi akọ repo bi mo ntem asem ne say because enya de obi abeji repo ayede atomo e wo wiase nyina nti en de aban no ye de eba mu nti saa nkyere mu no minim se me firu ha na metima atoa asem America no
so clearly no Kennedy ene yera ANAS ne Kennedy asem
civil matter
civil
yes civil matter
ko wie wo US adentina se o maintain bi wo Ghana ene odi bi nso in fact o institute action bi wo Ghana ene o institute bi wo US aden no ko US
anu nti na me che say me di kaka say crimes or offenses not even crimes offenses are and even laws are territorially bound enti ade a esi wa ha a ye mra kasetian eno kwa na betimi di akọ Ghana court enti se obi ye bibi o Ghana ha wontimi mfa saa asem no kwa America
general perspective
yes general perspective America aban ne de animal saa person na Ghana ni bi kura na se boni bi ko obi aso America wontimi mfa na Ghana ha se ni kurom ne Ghana nti obede obedi be offense ne take place no eno nti ana menne nipa bibire a wono ma spend story na nya dwen se ase wono mo di assembly o Ghana ha the nipa no ye Ghana court no ye de basa no wotam asem no ko America. It can never be the case because an offense that is committed within the jurisdictions and territories of Ghana no cannot be heard in any court in the US and vice versa. And it can only mean say assembly see o Ghana ha no based on different facts and a constitution sa offense no. Now ko America so a wono so assembly so see no so were based on different facts and a constitution offense no. Within the instant case no America then Iraqi Japan or America or Ghana ni all right and also Ghana ni on mu nyina no so far as we know and the reports have it none of them has denied their citizenship so no Ghana for now on mu di o mu dwadi ene on mu abra bebre dey America na obi te say Iraqi Japan so wo fi America and now so baby on so dey ete wo ho na Iraqi Japan ko America no na say obu si chire mu na no okoye interview bi e America. And interestingly, I did say for Adrian Basson say Nipa no knows a interview no so now America more. So it can be said that the offense was committed within the jurisdiction of America. And so for that matter, the courts in America had jurisdiction to hear the matter. And no other court but the courts of America. And until now, Assembly Ghana from you, Assembly Day, America. No. And I say Ghana from you, Obi, Akobo, be assume America. Then can't some Ghana from Chombraha. The American man every day, if you do on Master day, Amom. Oh, America now, Ghana, Nina, Uko. BT traffic. I got to say because also a guy that interview from Broku. The American man every day. A bit do accept.
For the purpose of education, the case, was maintained in the court of Excess County Superior Court.
Yes.
What the state of New Jersey. Zemera, American New Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey.
Because the Indian man Kobasa say.
Okay.
Offense and Nankasakwana, a honor, a take place. New Jersey honor.
Okay.
Now, Agyapong also crying also a defendant in the matter. New Jersey also try ethic. If you know, a whole class was a try interview. No.
Okay.
A constitutional defamation. No. So, now probably no yana confusion here say, Oka America it was a same offense defamation. And Ghana say it was the same offense defamation. Then we say the music say, or maybe Anna Nemrano, the burden of proof. A defamation in America. Any the same thing day. So, in the burden of proof, no, even a different. Even the elements of the offense, the proof, no, it may be different because or maybe our Maya day a usual. And when people say so, yeah, the Bagana and the end to me and America. First, the facts are not the same, even though the offense were stated same offense, but the particulars of the offense were different. The particulars of the offense were different. And again, I did also say, Basson say, Abipiano. What do you mean compare jury trial to Sebia Bro, a trial with a bench?
I was coming there. Obagana. Jury, Obeti jury is in criminal matters.
Yes.
And criminal matters, Obagana, and all criminal matters, criminal matters which are first degree felony or punished by death.
Yes.
Intuition, murder, rape, all these things.
Indictable offenses.
Indictable offenses. So you go by the bill of indictment, obey or charge sheet, or the summary of evidence in a be attached and as for. But over several cases, there a judge and a tenaso, may internship, may be an judge, a handle all civil matters.
Yes.
So I was quite surprised. Say in a civil matter like defamation, we had a jury trial. The lawyer, me person Uchire Imone said, what is the difference between having a jury trial and how does it look like? And it also affirms a point say, because Ghana, about civil matters, we don't do any jury trial. Yeah, whom be say America, yeah, who say some of the jury civil matters, they do jury trial.
Yes.
So what is the difference between this jury trial and the normal bench trial?
I did also say first of all, there were two types of trial. There were Ghana Krana, even your normal criminal proceedings. There will be a friend summary trial, and there are also trial by indictment. Summary trial and they who say assembly. Even though you've committed the offense, but a mudrono, a bonenkete. I know the pen temqua na court tonight the wasam because benefocus a justice delayed is also justice denied. Na yen hwenanya day en contem. Ti no judge ba ko na empepe ne ano yede otraso. E bia those petty theft eno money ade no quickly na judge na di no yede no ataso okọ. Na ye wo ba ko se friend try
theft dey be ni your system ye ni.
Yes ye ni but me cannot yes for the purpose of, I mean, the understanding of a layman, say, busy, burning, getting, so be a good, board, yeah, be a sort of be a some numinous, mano, quickly. Not a year from a day. Now, trial by indictment, and also usually when the offenses are so grievous, a man also sets a certain threshold. Say, I know the assembly, Sebu, one we are punishment to cry, yet the ebema accused person, the woman. See, you mistake, they say most of them are first degree felonies. When you be up to 25 years old. Now 25 years, and now one until the perspective of also the people living within the community. They are not one who are not they are paper, one more to be a friend jury. Now they back who say jury they are not one more a lawyer for. One more near people with any legal background. But we want them to have a fair appreciation of the facts, not the law. Until one more day said the facts of the matter no more better. No more betty, no more. Nebusan say an ordinary person or no better same way. An ordinary person on the street, how will he judge or determine such a matter?
Okay.
So that's how we bring the jury in So the jury are there just to help the judge in making a decision. But the jury is work, limited to the facts within the matter once the judge applies the law. The judge, at the Mrano, has on the any point of law, be a what trial a judge and a church no making ruling or determination on it. A judge knows what the work of the jury. The jury, and so at the facts now the most of them, it be a say is a person guilty or not guilty. To be able to be a jury, no be a 7-1 decision, which are 8-0 unanimous decision. There is a jury,
jury number 7. Ghana.
No, Ghana is 7.
Yes.
It can be more than 7. But America, no, one more system is different. In terms of the can say, in my background, some come on and say, but I see API, I see a test, say, could be an number. And yeah, over Ghana, before jury better only in criminal matters. In civil matters, some crime, you know, and then your assembly. And prepare a judge back on already, or test. I just say be a brew or Supreme Court and no money ade and be a court of appeal near the but no say no so one Supreme Court no within the constitutional framework and also no a number of judges that they have to set to empanel. I know the constitution said they are properly constituted as a panel to hear the matter. And that
one ordinarily they should be 5.
Yes.
At least.
Yes.
They should be 5.
Yes. And no yes I jury na a free will but bench now one more day be a na be because of also a constitutional requirement on my day or more a chance almost here
I think the lawyer not saying clearly. I want us to look at the matter. My kind written.
Yes.
What kind written a year ANAS ANAS. They now all free court on say will receive 5 counts.
Yes.
It's you can't counter or boko do maku enum ediatia yera Kennedy. Or Agyapong.
Yes.
Now, as some can say out of Sakwe Dunuma, Yebui, who here say court ebe every year Kennedy or Agyapong million Marco sa ediasa $30 million.
Yes.
Then at $30 million, he baby $18 million. Now, Monsomo can and send for Frose, Sebiene, the Coso, Kennedy, cheetah for me. We say one cassa over Facebook, but Rose, the ANAS can no crap. I want to understand what happened in the court because what can the show you to say here ANAS explaining the fact.
Yes.
In the see or court to then a court and why are you saying that ANAS with the Tiger IPI may refer to the statement? There was a statement on the judgment. Statement of on the judgment, if I may refer to it, was a statement on the judgment of justice. But what I say, the statement on the judgment on from case a war your friend is saying omudi in the US. Why you video
first of all, my main case as some on more trans so say be a blue judgment in there MI judgment about e be an open ANAS or obi na say they was here to true me car what they kind timia ba social media be kan ho asem so or judgment here we just say o ha ko in fact copy by judgment they send the judge will Ghana mpokura no ade charity me apply say judgment na ready at the bed the copy bed ebema and we sure say ANAS or judgment and come find the MI na ade ba ko say tia say okokota if it be reliefs the reliefs are what you want the court to grant you na e be whatever ade a wo hwehwe no court no say court ade we na me there me hwehwe if you look at them
let me just correct this he made a video entitled it the video as the arc of justice, a triumph for truth and accountability, and then a statement. The other one I was reading was on the statement on the judgment by Ghanaian court. But we know caption press release by ANAS ANAS after the U.S. Excess County Court victory, meaning victory, so that it comes out of judgment. We're dealing with him.
Well, ANAS is a very intelligent guy. And he's also a lawyer. And to say on Ghana matter, he was able to make a very firm statement on it that is a judgment. But we don't say a victory. Victory, there you define what you want to call a victory. Maybe I say be a bro, say nante e could do sprinters. Be a nyina pese ye nante could do sakomo na ha meboa. Na sakomo na ha no me ma dwemu de em say me do KFC a metima ko to me it can be a victory for me. I don't know one guy say hey the judgment of the court, but also victory. And the victory is very subjective.
Then
to him, no, when you go to court, you are looking for a lot of reliefs.
Okay.
Right? The reliefs, could be the damages You may have the actual damages. You may have the compensatory damages. You may have the specific damages. Or even the punitive damages. Sometimes you even want to clear your name by the decision of the court. And the DC court, if you look at the total reliefs that Mr. ANAS was seeking for, that was in the region of around $30 million.
$30 million.
Yes, but yes, still, the jury granted $18 million. Adebako so tiasia magana fu nyina ne ahwefo nyina tiasia say in jury trial they do not deal with the law. Enti one mo decision bia o make bia no, they don't have to ground it in law. Say a judge na tiasem we so a judge bia ni ho a on any normal day even probably guarantee even $500,000 because as we need judicial precedent to buttress all the damages are there or what jatumo by jury there one jury no you just have to play by emotions. Na me ANAS mini Obama shiapen mini Trump shiapen mini Kofi Annan shiapen my reputation pa the nipa se mesi so be say reputation waka kan say bia go hu fi jury no oni any legal training ono de ne say fact no enipa na mpa o heard the fact na wa cause defamation. And so the jury more or less or I mean technically no awarded $18 million. But adebako a
entimu kotua na me ka mu kotua mbo nya wona kotua me wrong ni Agyapong kotua
enti maminchem ontwa because
how
ontwa che say
jury na make
there be na make ba me chemu no say ukọ particularly if you look at the American system in terms of one more use common law, you use common law. But of course you have some states one also of some form of hybrid system no more any other kakra no more kakra e differ. Now, says even in Ghana, when a jury comes out with a decision in criminal proceedings, if it be said, the judge will have to enter the decision of the jury before it becomes the final judgment of the court. In Jabibi, also say the verdict of a jury is not the same as the final judgment of the court.
Okay.
Indeed, a whole confusion here. That's why ANAS was very. He's an experienced guy. He's a lawyer. He's a very intelligent guy.
And he's saying that he's been victorious.
Yes, because
no, this is why he's victorious.
Yes.
Now, would you say it depends on no scope or bedita and say no any victory? Why would the KFC nanti? Why do you say he's penning?
Yes, see, you see, when in a matter when it doesn't only involve you, and there are two parties, and there is a final adjudicator in the matter, when you are making a presentation of that matter, you present it objectively, not subjectively. And within that context, you cannot tell me, say, to you, no, you have been victorious, especially when you know, say, the interpretation that the ordinary person on the street will think and place on what you have written means, I don't know, judge and I make judgment. But meanwhile, there is no judgment.
That is why you say he's spent.
Yes, that's sorry how he has spent it. If you ask me, he has spent it.
Because he stated, say, media jury, no, say, medim kunim.
No, you see,
$18 million.
When you say about your subjective view about the verdict of the jury, anyway, Agyapong could also come and claim, say, Bisco or wedim kunim. Because after all, maybe I will pay $30 million, you're 18.
Oh, no, to mean claim because he's on a video. He's on record on a video, say, me Cashman, me fight. Now, of Cashman, name out $18 million, I don't get what.
Oh, you see, because of your platform, I don't want to really digress into other. Bonibeka said the peripheral issues, the issues of periphery. I want to stick mainly with what will happen in the court. Okay. Let me state on record. As I speak with you, there is no judgment of the excess county court. There is no judgment.
Yes, say trial. Yes. When it comes to jury trials, jury need to determine on fact na omo de your friend say omo verdict ba omo do verdict na eba the court must enter it into your friend say it to be the final judgment.
Yes.
But that is just procedural.
Yes.
So judge will just enter it and Kennedy is to pay $18 million.
But you see, Adebako say there is a very fundamental reason why your court assemblem court honka say we assemble say assembly judge nebua, then we go through procedures. Each and every procedure in law is as important as even the decision of the court. because se procedure no umesi bi ba ko pe eno kwa timi constitute grounds ma the whole as nkoma edim na ede invalid. Na some also tell say
so in this present instance are you saying say Kennedy entria onyamfo Kennedy Agyapong ontria $18 million because you believe said there are some steps that has been sidestepped or there are some procedures that has been sidestepped.
We a student lawyer. Adia is what you say. Before you be court obi ebeti maka say yabo obi kano. Court assembly obi can be an order of the court. It is the order of the court no and how the court into be a friend of execution. Execution it say order na court no kan o dey kwaye adwuma. But as at now there is nothing like an order of a court
mean dispute. We all know that there is no order of the court, so there is no judgment of the court.
Yes,
it is only the verdict of the jury. What I'm asking is that the verdict of the jury ordinarily would be entered by the judge to become the final judgment.
Okay,
provided say per the wow kind said there are some fundamental breaches. The point is jury we na adwuma yewura Kennedy Agyapong ya boneka $18 million. Adenti na wo kan kwasi kwaten lawyer wo ka say in this present instant no yewura Kennedy Agyapong entua say sika no adenti
even Ghana ha kwa no wo dey so tro your criminal trial ho before jury ni wi o madwuma na judge na be a friend summing up
good
Wabebo the jumedi omudi nyina tofa. I reminded the jury of their responsibility and instructions or their day. Amom.
And only before say jury ne kwa na juma. I think they sum up and give it to them.
I mean, but bottom line that the jury are giving instructions.
Okay.
The jury don't just work in a vacuum. And so based on the instructions, if you miss any point in the instructions that the judge will give you, it constitutes a ground for mistrial, which I think I will come there. But I don't want to jump ahead. But say a fan of Mako. America court no, ordinarily in many instances the verdict of the jury in most instances are entered by the court as a judgment of the court. What I say, indeed, verdict in by atono. Now, so America jury trial, their system is to the effect to say, jury no, one decisions are not based in law. So if in America, when a jury award damages against you, you almost be remit. I need to check the spelling for you. I not just say because the jury's decisions are not necessarily based in law. No, they can go in so much excess.
Okay.
So you have recourse in law to even mitigate the decision of the jury. And over Kennedy Agyapong lawyers nobody can file even sa application yes, nobody can file sa application say scarecrow na judge ne kind it's so excessive. One who use word be say it bigs the sound conscience of justice. Nti eno kwa no ordinarily no court no hwe no nya the onte so that alone presupposes that even if that application is heard, it makes the verdict of the jury not absolute. And for that matter, even the verdict of the jury is subject or is amenable to changes. Because if there is a room within the same American legal framework, that jury require pass a verdict is amenable to changes based on the offender say the defendant one application which make it quarter. It presupposes that the jury's verdict cannot be absolute. And in this context, jury verdict is not absolute. First, even the application on where say to mitigate a cost on them form, damages them form. One, the court has not even heard it in the first place. Secondly, one more jury in a verdict, one more verdict in before Mbentano. I also say the jury are giving straight grounds on instructions. Also,
they have to work.
They have to work. Jury no making mistake biara, it can constitute a ground for the other party to draw the court's attention. Now, jury no one more judge for one more a single mistake pair. The assumption or the presumption they say then they could have as well made mistakes in the whole trial process. And on that be a fair mistrial. Yes.
Lawyer.
And that is the stage about
so you tell me say jury no I think say TF4 will come to the conclusion say the verdict of the jury is not absolute because it provides there are some two instances a bit messier you can
even mitigate it.
Good. One, mitigation. Two, the grounds for mistrial.
Yes.
But say Yera Kennedy the lawyer said he can file for an application for mitigation.
Yes.
Is it a ground that Omadia to say Omo client here rakede the Agyapong? We di bonena ayeka.
You see, the jury's verdict had already come. So as for the jury has found him culpable.
But the lawyers who are representing him agree to the fact that he's culpable.
Yes, the jury have said that.
So the lawyers agree.
Yeah, the jury have said that. But you see, that cannot be a statement of record as at now, unless same is entered by the court.
I agree. So let me even veer from that. Now let's come to mistrial. Say, me feel that me paper as obi a museum is criminal matters because to the beer you see the processes and others are one way yes I step here to the bin so abet yes ya fa way ya bet way yes say you force we am na give you witness and others. So personally is an area me focus on me jina sa akwanya yi so abo me lecture Kofi Same and my Lord Jambibi also actually a dear criminal procedure. I'm a menya Santia says so I've developed much interest. I know for a fact that about criminal procedure obi far hudi everything. Me use criminal procedure because in Ghana in criminal procedure Ghana has criminal procedure pen a jury trial.
Yes.
And some of the offenses, the height of the punishment in yes a jury trial. About criminal procedure, you be far hudi everything. If jury you making sure said they should based on only facts.
Yes.
And the court will look at the law.
Yes.
That is the difference. In the procedure, no one say any step be
yes.
And the be a friend of mistrial. Some mistrial aye hunyai. Oko America, omo use jury trial for or the jury for a civil matter.
Yes.
Meaning say jury ne enim embra no. Court na embra ne she ne kete say court na judge na ebe same up embra no ama na instruction into okoba na we di instruction so na so okobro instruction so a ground for mistrial.
Yes.
Ko san ya me pese ye ti ase pa na say ye ka mistrial na kra mra ni ni eno ne den cause trial ya messy e miss kwana.
Yeah, I say I did we can say Agyapong because what chiremu ye kra say dem busy at chim. I say mistrial ni nyina say who say court asem no. Before trial and kasa ebe koso no there are processes preceding the trial. Ebi a mo be file mo processes. Na fe mo gitum say ampa bo a mo file process kwa court require to make a choice bia mo kwa arbitration. Na mo ko try say bitima sisia. Ebo so mo timi kra file say bia mo ko person ko settlement. Na mo the terms of the settlement na the abana court na adult. Na mo nya CMC wie our friends say directions one when they gini nyina wie na afi ye full trial say there's asem no ye twaso ano no so na trial process no a process any event and of course every process contains its own unique procedures. So na procedures no usually no the whole idea about mistrial or the bagana have for instance is situated within the context of Article 19. Article 19 guarantees fair trial.
Okay.
Article 19 say say you accuse person biano.
No one member because my way attached to the mommy.
Yes.
My musa back and forth.
Yes, the basic ground and the inspiration is rooted in Article 19
of the Constitution.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the whole excess of trial is for fairness and justice.
Okay.
So, and if there is adebia at fairness, Nana said the whole trial process etechima, so that any of the parties will not be treated fairly in the trial process. Then the court is of the view that it is proper and a better procedure and a better practice to invalidate the whole trial procedure. After all, so option to even do the trial again. The idea a cause a fundamental error a be affected the fairness of the trial. And I say it be a question the credibility and the integrity of the trial process, and no will be or constitute a ground for mistrial. And for that reason, trial the fairness. Said the bear at the end of the day, young gosis will be a baby na fe be at chima na afi trial no home for so
be saying any bit chima.
Oh, say a be an example jury trial. Say make say jury one they are not people with legal training. Now one more better than more instructions based on the court or the bench instruction. Now instruction cry jury need more na sorry court no na judge ne de be mo no afi be use instruction o makoya de for kra
okay
obi fa ho di na in that case it can constitute a grounds for mistrial
okay.
So in that instance no ebi su kra o ha bu a ye trial bi o ho kra ebi a wo judge kra trial no so no di kan kra ko ka trial no ho asem wo public mu that be can constitute a because trial no kra o ye de o say ebi kra jury wo ye member of the jury o asem na wo teso na ye kan asem ni wie ade che ebi se case be for na no mu ye interview na wo kire wa adwen won't that be an indictment onto the trial? We are here, lawyer crowd, emu. Yes, me just say, I feel we said the court documents, not the number bonten, be a judge, or boa, this kind of when all those are grounds it questions the integrity of the trial, and those could be grounds for be a fundamental error, be invalidity, the fairness and the integrity of the trial process. And in that matter, to invalidate the trial. It's on that basis, you know, you be say attending any day, if we are to go by the straight trial na day, so the fair thing to do is to invalidate the trial, and that becomes the grounds for mistrial.
What Chiremuye, Kwesi Kwatin Esquire, actually Facebook. I'm a Ghana for to say, verdict of the jury. Enye the final one.
Yes.
Yenyina ya jiatu. Wachire mu ene manyanti ase ne kama. Na wo kakra kosi say there is a whole ground for mistrial in the ANAS Aremeyao ANAS Kennedy Ohene Agyapong.
Yes.
Which ground have you seen? And should we believe same say enunti $18 million no? Though mitigation has been found before, say mitigation, $80 million na have it no. But we'll say the process of the jury, the process the jury went through no, and what techema and grounds for mistrial, then and what techema.
I never quite say what you say. Lawyer be on a strategy or deba asemu. Ebua was a mayor the bar born when your lap papa was a mako say. So na lawyer for the one mu dwumadi o mu dia na say boni be find technicalities ebu na o check loopholes so asem na moye the moodi nim mo say jury the verdict aba court na enter into the record of the court it becomes a judgment of the court but almost the court yes so tesoma na where the sika we the jury no mse no mu ndi omo yes so pa onu nka so mu ndi for they never challenge the verdict of the jury but they are only filing sa process and say onu mu di mitigate the cost na ade ba ko a esi was asem we mu say one more judge ni instruction de mo no judge no say ye be cheche the damages near the emu ka ye de ebo ewura Kennedy Agyapong now before that my encha dey move just briefly ye wo court a reliefs are open no in civil matter no ka won say criminal matter there nipa no conviction by the nipa na ekọ de ekotum ni a sentence na kotum eno ye ntwa kapra that ekunya de emu bia but when it comes to civil matter and their damages no pecuniary you better say sika na be there you better quantify in monetary terms na atwa there amasimasi na obenten na damages you want who dey be you have the actual damages you have the specific damages you have the compensatory damages and you even have the punitive damages we are same way you see here that court instructions very clearly say one more damages on be calculating because those were the damages that Mr. ANAS was looking for. Was it Kennedy Agyapong is some keke egun hufi pa egun hufi ahano ama how are they atono so say bi wonam kwani pa ye dey ehye no amana no nyam ni bu o ye dey nyina ye dey eswate nti you categorize all this into damages na ye dey hu sika ye dey ama
be compensation
be be actual be be specific be say nti man etiefo nti ase ono I say bia wo a wo kura tipa track na the tipa track na for taxi wo di ko bo mu taxi bia 2 months esi magazine afei na ye so
taxi asem na wo kanya Mazda
taxi ebi esi magazine magazine ye dey bosu mienu na ebe taxi driver nkwa dwumada and the first time car the car na wa say no those are the actual damages you pay for the cost of the repairs of the car
okay
wo free wa what for actual damages eno kwa hu back compensation because nipa ni buku 2 months on kwa adwumada na ono na hebusia you have to compensate him afi what free compensation you know yetimi ka cho say o car na wantwi ni yie no wo de abo nipa de na so yo se twe so punitive na we are seeing hu say wo de car bo we are so train na be ebe ma those are punitive damages na yewura Kennedy Agyapong no masem no those other damages no they had rewarded it Osha initially no share rate no so pa what they believe that Mr. ANAS was looking for. What means you know jury no jury ni bu ha mu chemu mienu bebu also per 10 or and 5 bebu also per 10 or and 5 bebu also per 20 ni be or and 8 I mean
ANAS also say an award of presumed damages in the amount of $5 million United States dollars.
Okay.
An award of special damages in the amount of $10 million.
Okay.
An award of actual damages in the amount of $5 million.
Yes.
An award of punitive damage in the amount of $10 million.
Yes. And the damages you pay, court no
per 4.
Yeah, court GGB2 and I see 30. The court GGB2 me wa. The court damages no you know, jury GGB2 mo no. Na instruction na judge na dia ma omo say mumfa damages munchemu 2 punitive damages in there me no ma be transfer na ahwe kwan ya de be de e be fa so and the other thing I want mo be transfer so mo ka punitive damage ni ho asem no ana jury ni say oh I want some na aka da be already $80 million said by shemo ana judge ni say hey ana asema me ka man tiase ana
America e wa America
oh na say twi ni aka nti kwasi ana panini say hey asema me ka man tiase yes I me ka yo ana me ka say law is all about strategy and tactics hona yura kene Japan lawyer sorry no say hey go for a from na tunkwam America president say wo be brain say injury you see I mean ka we infam in America in about 90 or 95% of the cases abibia when a jury make a decision a court on is because they are of the view say the jury reflects the average person living within that jurisdiction na dwea owo e dey efa court no ho the jury cast mo nta anya dey ensesano enti I know the one here ho be kire nemom so there are also a lot of authorities and a lot of legal precedents say as soon because the jury are also not lawyers and they are not properly so-called legally trained. As soon as the jury makes any minor mistake within the judicial process and the trial, quickly it constitutes a grounds for mistrial. And the one you were Kennedy lawyer sorry, no hey, namo direction court to them mu direction say we antiase. No hey, na man antiase we na man antiase any the court so na motiase. No mo sorry catch judge say ura. Your precedents also say jury na antiase etimi file say trial no the akoso nyina no. It has been invalidated. And if you continue with such a trial, we will incur huge injustice and unfairness to us. And on that ground, no, we are filing an motion for mistrial. One more kind of judge and say, na mo masma mo ke kura mo say mistrial application ye fa na e enyo ora. Mo famma na enyo on the court record say mo de chokrata so ye dey e bai. So the court gave them 7 days. Say 7 days on famra now on the baby the court have 30 days to rule upon it. Now as soon as ube raise the issue of mistrial on the verdict of the jury because it enters same as the judgment of the court, it places what I would describe as a hallowed injunction on the verdict of the jury. Now, so just as now there is a hallowed injunction on the verdict of the jury.
But has the mistrial application been filed?
Yes, it has been filed.
It has been filed. You can confirm.
Yes, yes, it has been filed.
Hey, who interest with case in?
Say you settle that ubetiemu ye wetima chemu ye.
One year Kennedy Agyapong lawyers ekasa.
Oh, I'm not kasai.
One ohine Agyapong.
Me no kasai.
Me gidi say who interest crowd with case mu say Kennedy angasa.
Oh, me de unya penny de sebio asembi e fa Ghana ho bia me de achebi. Nti we so ka ho bi na wa nim se makoye ya party asem nti na me party for so mo asem ya media chepa.
I see. So the next action is for the court to have the 30 days to rule on it.
Yes, and it is important to also material who say by virtue of raising of the mistrial application it places an automatic injunction on the verdict of the jury. Because until that mistrial application, a ruling is made on it by the court, the court cannot proceed to enter the verdict of the jury as a judgment of the court. And the outcome could be say, one more back from me, I can say mistrial application. Ya just one more mistrial application, it will say trial process in a one more then the court will now have to then look at an existing application a Kennedy no lawyer say yes one more enter so.
Mami Musa we the engagement interview by we say court neje mistrial application ituma.
Yes.
Can the court order say yen start case now fresh and now say obetima boegu? What is the effect?
I've read legal precedents that most times it's left with the discretion of the court. But in many instances, it constitutes a grounds or basis for retrial that they can do the trial again, provided there is no issue barring by virtue of double jeopardy. What I say?
But this will not be double jeopardy.
Yes, I know.
Double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy, they say, according to assembly, court to edit na be a once had assembly the echo. But within this case,
and I said to say be a wabokrono.
Yes.
Offer at 29 kakron.
Yes.
It means offer at 4 Francois a cat chronoasm. Now for ye
yes, the same set of I mean the same offense, even from the same facts. It will not augur well. That will be double jeopardy. But in this case, in many, of course, I don't know operate within the U.S. jurisdiction. But in many cases, when the court rules for a mistrial, it means that the parties have opportunity to go through the trial again. But mind you, trial the sebu afenuno pa no they are not bound to. No, we are saying anywhere anybody can bound you to go for a trial, unless in criminal prosecution where we are accused there, you don't have an option to say, I'm not even going for the trial. That is it. But at the back, even assuming without admitting, say, when mistrial application is a court to Subogua, not even the entire judgment against Honorable Kennedy Japan. Say, but we are a student of the law. You know, say when a judgment comes, you can go to a higher court, mostly to even stay the execution of the judgment and also file an appeal against the judgment. And he said, when I see district court, let us say you have to escalate it Ghana to a circuit court. Circuit court, a happier. You can go to the high court. Oko high court now you're happier. You can go to the court of appeal. Oko court of appeal now you're happier. Obeti miso court. Ebia offend say Supreme Court. Na also one of my haka.
Supreme Court crown you're happy. Obeti
review.
Na res judicata.
What's that? Yeah, manson watch kakra. Yeah, we are saying ya. Nano go for the co moves. It's also the court the Arabia. Akobi. This oh no, want it. You know no free moves by. So ba a butch butch oh, okay. Williams and Sunita Williams and one oh,
metra asasi so koso.
No more watch no more. Zobeka, I was a comedy 8 days spend no more. Every day, because I, Tiamuko 9 months or no more hangy beam. A whole dark crowd hang ho. Oh,
Munidi.
Oh, did he? Now, I said, yeah, Papa Biano, there was a good for our money. Continue ho. And he ebi ana nasafo no mo de nnuane come almost smart shipment the spaceship de dwade come.
I see.
But ebi a not near the just to sustain you. We hang you aduane ko hang ho. Omo da ko mo hang, omo ye bibia omo hang. No no mo ba 9 months. Na Trump ba so kwa form aba.
No de omo ba.
Adwuma na omo ye dada na obeje fans ama no.
Hey. Many are very medase. Many say, oh, in the final words, we are so grateful. Why are they trusting me? And because I'm personally,
that's how they don't have a child.
There be a no credit. Me did say, in the next line of action, be a law lab, ye trebenwa.
Oh, no,
boy, Naja, what they are baby say, Naja, what boy am ye trap. Video. Yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sticking through with us.
The Makaba Edeba ENJ Home Deco, Asia, aha, yeton, inkunya papa, ewa hase, inkunya ledano, would see with them forever and ever. Just a one kasa. Opese wosesa wunkonya no na leda no de wa wo bana wa wo besom wa hu atim se mi fili leda nan kasa enya de a epa enya de etete enya de a esei ani na de ye di enua aye me so no endwa ni mu oduye ye papa ehon pa ehon sei egu de mu a egu ho a chese obi eba besra wa fe eti wani mu ye pa ni nyina so ebo eda from ye pa nkonya ne de mu FA said you who a screen is so no you was single once wa ha say ya say bedroom na per say ya audit nania ho machi what na say na wa dwendwen wo life ho a eno so ebusu bebre e wa ha say 2 in 1 e wa ha family size deɛ nso ɛwɔ aha sei na E&J home deco enye nkonya kwa ɛna yɛtɔn yɛwɔ center tables nyinaa nso ebi wɔ ha yɛwɔ side tables nso wɔ ha ɛne wokɔ wo dɛm a esisi nkyɛn wodi wo phone bi bɛto so charge a no nso kama center table no nso no flowers ni si so a anaasɛ wo teddy bear ne da so a fɛfɛɛfɛ a akɔnɔ yie pa yɛtɔn ɛyɛ ɛmɛɛma shirt designer shirt nkoa nso ɛna yɛtɔn wɔ ha sei yɛtɔn shirt papa a wobɛtumi ɛde ɛto kwan shirt a wobɛtumi ɛde akɔ wedding program bia shirt a wobɛtumi ɛde akɔ ɛyi ase shirt a ɛhyɛ wo a obi hu ɔse papa yi ana abrante de n'ani ate yie pa because nipa de wipia bonte a ɛyɛ wo dressing ne ebi hu nipa wusu ne wo ban a wo yɛ eti dressing de ehu hia yie pa eti no fo ani kyerɛ E&J home deco ha say na ba beje shirt papa pa ɛfa ɛhyɛ wo a wankasa wo be feel gbenze within you no na ɛyɛ E&J ɛnyɛ shirt nkwa so ne sanso ɛtɔn wa ha say yɛwɔ ɛyɛ wall posters enso ɛwɔ ha ɛbɔ wo bedroom ɛbɔ wo ho a fɛfɛɛfɛ obi bɛsra wo a kono yi a kyerɛ ɛti w'anim pa ɛnya agro ɛna midi sɛ deɛ hu o screen so sɛ ɛyɛ fɛ ane ne bon so ɛwɔ fam yɛsan so akɔfa ɛyɛ wall clock nso ɛde aba ɛbɔ wo ne ho a ɛne ɛnoa ne sɛ time ne nso ekura na wopɛ sɛ ne time bia wo hwɛ wo clock no because ɛfɛ design no ɛyɛ one in town wa wonya bi wɔ baabia agye sɛ E&J home deco ha sei yakɔfa ɛyɛ bathroom ɛyɛ mirrors nso de aba ɛno nso no ɛfɛ yie size bia bi wɔ ha type bia bi wɔ ha wo ba E&J home deco ha won sa ebeka tomato paste ai aduane no aso hu hia wo tonye ma ne siesie wo ho ne wo da mu wi a akase wo bedidi eno so ne adwe wo ho yie pa enti akɔfa tomato paste ɛyɛ original one a ne bro ɛda from enso ɛdi aba ubetimi aba betobi yesan so ewe ye cooking oil ye fe no sunflower no yakofa bi so edi aba wonim say sunflower cooking oil there eye quality eye original wo di ye aduane na se we ye mistake bi mpo na bi nchi bi gu mu kwa na bro so a oil no ebe solve mistake ni nyina de ama wanka se bia na do ye no na egusu ejizane na so ye pa eti no for wani chrem ewe ye E&J home deco aha no ye wholesale and then retail wo pese utu tonwa ye available wo pese otone maako so ye available wankasa wachichi ni benchegen so na wutimi mba wo frɛ number na etwagu screen na mama comfort e de nyema no be brew e wankasa wo fia wo da ho no wanwa no bete pepe E&J e na yaba no ya na yaba no E&J home deco na ye di abrochiri abagana
so wo say ye say sem fefefe ye efi Royal Gallery e wo opekuma and into jema me number no ni ndin kita wo die 0537 314546 0537 314546 na man na me de atudwa amount no from ma me no ni ndin kita wo die so opese ye sese wo ba no mfanya na ye flo ana se ye sese wo ba no mfanya bibibia e fa na nanom ne ehema asem ho and dem e kan for Royal Gallery e de amount se from no ni omu ndin kita wo die ombe sese wo ba no so de ye bibi e wo school ana se mpo wo to e de amuna wo nua e wa amunane ana se wankasa wo to na wa ton bibibia la wo biala free delivery baby bia wo won sebeka se wo Ghana ha se wo amonane baby bia wo bia wo fra maami a woni nbedi nkita wo de na wo so be siesie na wo ba no na wo aye feye papa.
The foundation of every kid's education is important to every parent. That is why Leap International School is here to give your kids a solid foundation. The school that cares about its environment and seeks to transform it is one that cares about the education and well-being of its kids. The school has a playing ground, a bus to convey the kids in and out of school, as well as a well-furnished facilities and resources to groom the kids to future leaders. Not forgetting the well-learned teachers that are patient with the kids to ensure understanding is easy. They are located at Agyapong off the Procedural ANAS Road. For more information, call 0246 928 031 or 0246 098 067. Be part of a school that leads, learns, evolves, acts, and develops through sound education. Leap International School, the next leaders.
School na batan biara de ne baro ko hono ni yo. Oye Rainbow Montessori International School. Yeah. Rainbow Montessori International School. What you from Kratchi? Because the JHS. The Rainbow Montessori International School from ana. What been wrong? What's the what the Montessori curriculum in a syllabus? No what the children are. The teachers who hona. When you know why degree holders what the abutana badoyan what the trauma from anadio. The Rainbow Montessori International School. Wakitaba funyoman what the trauma from anate. It's your mama from an not doing boy wrong. Wakita ultra modern science laboratory, computer laboratory, library and research center, art and sculpture laboratory, hygienic canteen, now for a clinic. Na moye nyika 1 point there. Rainbow Montessori International School. Oye boarding house. Inyo. Into onfahu baby awo biara. Wawo from an batuma ba school. Onfahu there watakwa. Takrade. Elibo, Cape Coast, Accra, Kumasi. One boarding house facilities now. Oye modern standard. Na wawa shefu papa. It's your house master and house mistress. What you want to a boarding house no? It's your Nisro biara. Bambo another security no see sure. It's if we from Anabra. The Ebehu Rainbow Montessori International School. It was Takwa in Soyem, opposite police station. It is said Ubaba Rainbow Montessori International School. To what you nada? What's that about Shana the Papa? Emanazam Sina. What channel 111? It's a quad word missing forms. It was Hantaman Rabank. What Takwa Soyem branch. Frayane 0277 100 823. Rainbow Montessori International School. In Moframa one that China won't fap him. Oshasuaha. It's a Hana Bartan Biara. Ordinary from a river.
JLK Guest House and Event Center, nestled in the serene town of Efiduase Koforidua in the eastern region. So buckle up, because this place is a blend of comfort and local charm that you won't want to miss. First off, let's talk accommodations, because after a long day of exploring, a cozy bed is exactly what you need. JLK Guest House offers a variety of rooms, from luxurious executive suites to comfortable standard rooms. Each room showcases a blend of modern amenities and traditional aesthetics, perfect for both relaxation and getting a taste of local culture. Feeling hungry? The on-site restaurant will tantalize your taste buds with both international and local cuisines. Imagine enjoying a plate of steaming hot jollof rice or sinking your teeth into some freshly grilled tilapia, all while soaking in the vibrant atmosphere of Ghana. Now, let's not forget the conference hall and event center, which can hold up to 250 people. Whether it's a high-powered business meeting or a lavish wedding, this space is equipped to handle it all, ensuring every event is as seamless as it is memorable. And guess what? The real magic of JLK isn't just in its facilities, but in the warmth of the staff. Here, everyone is treated like family, so whether you're a first-timer or a frequent visitor, you'll leave feeling like part of the community. So whether you're looking for a peaceful retreat after a day of adventure, a spot for your next big event, or just a cozy corner to enjoy a meal, JLK Guest House and Event Center in Efiduase is your go-to destination. Trust me, it's not just a stay, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, bring your adventurous spirit, and let's make some unforgettable memories at JLK